Hi everyone, Jim here. Today I thought I would do the A to Z Hot or Not challenge. I see everybody's doing it. I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon. So I'm going to refer to my handy dandy analog tablet here and start at the beginning. Just a quick addendum to the show already in progress. The Hot or Not A to Z tag was created by Greg over at Another Bibliophile Reads. Now, back to the show. So, audiobooks. I'm probably going to find most of the stuff hot on here, but audiobooks, I would say hot. I haven't listened to a lot of them, but what I have done, I've enjoyed. I have all the James Bond books on digital, and I have some Louis L'Amour stories on audiobooks, sorry. And so hot, I would say. B, Bildungsroman. Formative years or spiritual education. Does that refer to like Harry Potter kind of stuff? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'd say that's maybe lukewarm on that. C, children's books. Children's books, yeah, definitely hot. I mean, I read to my kids, tried to as often as possible when they were little, and that's children's books are awesome. They're hot. It's a good way to get children into reading. So yes, without a doubt. D, digital. Now, it's no secret if you watch some of my other videos that I don't have a Kindle. I don't have an e-tablet. I don't really enjoy reading e-books. I can see the appeal of them, and I don't begrudge anybody for using e-books and reading their books that way. But I would say not in my personal experience. E, experimental. I don't know. Just like tell a good story, I guess. I mean, I would say not, but I mean, all books are experimental in their own way, aren't they? F, fantasy. Yeah, without a doubt, hot. I'm a big fantasy fan. From reading Robert E. Howard's Conan way back in the day, Michael Moorcock, those kind of guys. Saberhagen, Roger Zelazny, Amber series, yeah, without a doubt, fantasy is hot. Graphic novel. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really said much about it on here, but I'm a big comic book fan. I've been collecting comics since I was, as long as I can remember. So, yeah, I mean, graphic novels are awesome. When you either collect the comics in a trade paperback or do something new in a graphic novel like Mouse, a few others I can't think of offhand right now. But yeah, without a doubt, graphic novels are where it's at, man. Horror. Again, depends on what kind of horror. There's so many different genres within the horror umbrella. Some of it's I'm not a fan of. Other horror I am a fan of. So yeah, it's hot, I would imagine. I for inspirational. I mean, inspirational fiction or books are always a good thing. And I would say that's hot. Journalism, without a doubt. Where would we be without journalism? That's something we need not to let die. Journalism. K, kitsch, popular or sentiment, something with popular or sentimental appeal. Yeah, that can delve into kind of a little too much sentimentality. Isn't the greatest thing, but yeah, I would say that's hot. I mean, I'm not one to run with fashion trends or what just happens to be hot at the time, and I guess that's what that's referring to. But I mean, they all. I mean, even something kitschy has something appealing to it, and has some redeeming quality. So yes, L for library. Of course, library is probably the hottest thing on this list. I mean, where in heaven's name will we be without libraries? And yeah, we've We have to do our best to keep libraries around and open and available for people. So yes, without a doubt, hot libraries. M, mystery. Of course, thus the name Mystery and Mayhem. That's very hot, mystery. And nonfiction, yes, without a doubt. Nonfiction is very, very hot. I mean, I don't read a lot of nonfiction, but I do read a lot of biographies and a lot of historical nonfiction I have on my shelves, and I enjoy it immensely. And it's a very, very personal to a lot of people. I mean, there's nonfiction out there for any interest for anybody. So, yep, nonfiction I would say is hot. Oh, omnibus. Yep, I love short fiction, and when it's all put in a huge omnibus like what Otto Penzler does with his big books, I'm right there, man. I love omnibus volumes. P for poetry. Yep, Again, I run hot and cold on certain styles of poetry, but I'm a big fan of Alfred Lord Tennyson and Robert Service. Other poetry, like modern kind of stuff, I'm not so keen on. But yeah, poetry, again, it's a pretty big genre. So yeah, I'd say that's hot. Q for quests. Yeah, quests. I mean, the quest story can be found in any genre of fiction. I mean, I like my PI stories, private eye fiction. I've been reading them for years. And what is a private eye story if not like a quest for the truth, or for righting wrongs? And again, quests can be found in fantasy fiction, Western fiction, fantasy like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so quest. Yep. Hot stuff. R, romance. I'm not big on romance novels, but I like romance in my novels, if that makes any sense. So yes, that's hot. Science fiction. S for science fiction. Yep, that's hot. T for translation. Of course. I mean, there's authors we wouldn't be able to enjoy if they weren't translated. I mean, I've read translations. One I can think of offhand is a mystery writer that I read, Henning Mankell, who does the Wallander series, and they're translated from the Swedish. So, yep, translation is very important, very hot. U for Ubermensch, regarding Supermen or extraordinary human beings. Are we referring to like actual comic books, comic book characters like Superman and superheroes? If so, I would say yes. Yep. V for Victorian, from fiction stories from 1837 to 1901. Yeah, I love Victorian literature. I read a lot of, Sherlock Holmes, Charles Dickens. Yeah, I think they're a very important part of the whole booktube landscape. So without a doubt. W for Western. Yeah, again, a big Western fan. I have all kinds of old Western paperbacks on my shelves, all set for June on the Range next year, which I'm looking forward to. And I got lots of books ready for that. X for X-rated. Yeah, sure. Why not? Y for young adult. Yep. That's hot too. And Z for zeitgeist, spirit or mood of the times. Yeah, I guess so. And referring to fiction, I don't really understand what that would refer to. Well, that's just me. But yeah, so most of the stuff on there I found hot. It's all got its uses. It's all important. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know if that gives a little insight into me or a window into how I think about things, but that's my A to Z tag, hot or not tag. Take care, and talk to you soon. Keep reading.